everybody? This is your girl CC with WIB Magazine, and I got my co-host on the line, Mickey Monday. How are you?
I'm doing good. See, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday to you too.
Thank you. We have a special guest on the line. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
My name is Candy. I am the owner of Candy Brow Bar. Happy Tuesday, you guys.
Happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I'm so shy, so bring it out of me.
Well, don't be shy. But tell everybody what you do.
Okay, so again, my name is Candy. I'm the owner of Candy Brow Bar. So we were known for our brow services. I opened up my beauty salon in 2013. We only focus on brows, but I recently shut the salon down this year due to COVID. And my main focus is now kind of more so the product line, which is the brow product line, which is what we're known for as well. But the shop will be back soon next year. But we have what is called a tinting line. So it's a dye for your brow hairs, sets us apart from the rest, and it's infused with soy, so it assists with growing your brows out. So I'm all about fixing brows versus just doing something for a quick dollar. So that's what I'm known for. People say I have growing hands, but it's not that. I just know how to shape a brow, make sure it grows back for you. So that's what we're known for. We've done a lot of celebrities, socialites in Atlanta, blew up on social media, Instagram, as far as my services go. And this was back in the day, like in 2014, because, you know, social media is not the same now as far as advertising, because a lot of people pay for it, which is nothing wrong with that.
So how did you get started? What made you want to do brows out of everything?
It was an accident. So I went to a beta. I went for aesthetics, and I was really wanting to go for skincare, to work in a plastic surgeon's office to help prep your skin. But while I was there, they make you do all the services. So we had to do waxing, which I did not want to do. So I'm just like, I'm not about to mess up anybody's brows. I had nobody cussing me out because they're looking stupid and crazy. But we had to do it. And they gave me a client. It turned out nice. I was surprised. And then they just kept giving me clients. I didn't really like. She was an artist, so I don't know if it's hereditary and it just passed down, but that's what I call myself doing every time I'm doing somebody's brows. That's how I express art, is doing their brows. But while at school, a company called Eyebrows, I'm from Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, so a company called Eyebrows found out about me and hired me on. I was doing brows there, and I was just like, I feel like I'm at my peak here. Like, I can't grow here. So I was like, I'm going to go to Atlanta. And I came to Atlanta because I like to come to Atlanta. Like, we would come to Atlanta for the weekend. So I'm going to go to Atlanta. I don't know anybody there. I won't be distracted. I'm just going to go down there and start doing brows. And that's what I did.
Okay, congratulations.
But the way I became known, thank you. The way I became known, though, was because I had a little kiosk, and I would sit there on Instagram and just reach out to females to do their service for free. Now, if it was a body picture, I really want to reach out to them because it was more so males that were following them, and that's not, you know, the clientele I needed. So if it was a picture of a person or a female and it was their face and they had a lot of likes, I figured so a female following, and those were the ones I'll reach to. Can I do your brows for free? Post me on Instagram. And then I did one person's brows named Andrea. She actually had a group of girls waiting for me to do their brows as well. One was Shanika Adams, and she's the one who posted me, and from there it was a domino effect. And then it was just like all the little socialites and celebrities started to reach out to me to get their brows done, because I guess they trust each other within the circle.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
it.
Wow, that's what's up. You know, just like you mentioned, you know, you kind of have a thing where, you know, guys may not be your clientele, but do you feel like that's more of a societal thing, or like how do you kind of navigate through that? Because aside from obvious, you know, like sexual orientation or gender roles, you may get clients, you know, who have more masculine features or things of that nature. So how do you kind of like work with that?
Well, I'm never going to give somebody what they don't want. And there are honestly a lot of males that, so it's males that are straight and heterosexual. They don't want anything feminine about them, but they have a lot of brows, whether it's a unibrow, whether their brows grow long, because you can have long brows, you got bushy brows, it's all different kind of brows. So you have some guys that come in and it's just like grooming, like when they get their hair cut, you know, they're just cleaning it up. They don't want you to shape nothing. Like they're not rude or anything, but they'll just let you know, like, hey, I just clean me up. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'll do for you. Just a trim or a cleanup or whatever. Someone will just come in and get the middle wax if it's just a unibrow. And then you have other guys who will come in who would want, actually some that are straight and they want more of a shape, you know, more of an arch, you know. I guess it brings out their facial features more. But then you have other guys that come in and they'll let you know, they'll have a picture on their phone, hey, I want my brows to look exactly like this. And it's an arch. And honestly, when it comes to doing brows, if a guy is willing to get his brows shaped, and I mean shaped, so more than likely a guy who is comfortable with that, they have the best brows to do because guys have really full brows, so you can shape it so good. So I'm always so excited, like this after picture is going to be so amazing. But yeah, so I always just read the person and let them tell me what they want, especially if it's a first time client. And then I always get nervous if it's not me doing the guy's brows. Like this was when I lived in Ohio and when I had my salon down here, because I'm just like, I don't want one of my girls or one of my old coworkers to just assume and go and do this brow this way. Either do it to, you know, boxy or masculine or didn't really do anything and then your client's mad, or do too much and then your client's mad. So I'm always like, I just wish I could do their brows because I know that I'll do what they want, like go by what they want. A lot of people are scared to ask when doing a service, whether it's brows or hair or whatever. They're afraid to ask the client what they want.
That's interesting, because you would think that would be the first thing they ask. Because I know when I go to the barbershop, when I sit down, they be like, hey, look, what you want? And I'm like, all right, man, look, you just got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then
well,
also,
I mean, if you think about it with getting your hair done or cut, we have too many options. With brows, there's not that many options. So it's not like we need to be like, what do you want? And then when we ask what you want, they want something that there's no way possible we can give to them because they don't have the hair for it anyway. So that's kind of like walking into a mess when you do that.
Gotcha.
I literally always tell my clients, don't worry, I got you. When you sit up, you're going to love it. And they always like it.
That's definitely a talent to have in this industry. And then just to get a better understanding of your service for those who will be watching the interview and, you know, getting to know you for the first time, can you kind of break down what services you provide? Like, do you do like waxing and like microblading and all the extra good stuff, like threading?
I can break that down for you. So I wax brows and I tint brows. So that's the dye that I mentioned to you guys. I do not thread because I don't know how to, but I think threading is great. I think it's equivalent to waxing, and I would recommend, if I was ever recommend one over the other, I would recommend threading over waxing for our clients who have sensitive skin, whether they're getting facials or whatever the case may be, because, you know, they're not going to lift, their skin's not going to come up with the wax. Microblading, nothing, I'm not speaking bad on it. I just don't know enough about it. It's still too new for me, too fresh. It's only been out about maybe 3 years, if that. I just don't know long-term effects. And I have a lot of clients that come to us after microblading wanting us to fix something, and it's too overpowering for us to do anything. So I really don't know about microblading, so I don't do it. it's too new. If it was out for some time, we know, hey, you could be 80 years old with microbladed brows and they still look good, cool. But I don't know that. And I don't use razors on brows because eventually you're going to start to burn the skin with the razor. So that is what I do. Now we have a full product line. So we have every item that you could think of as far as makeup goes for brows, but I don't actually do that. I just do the waxing and tinting when I was servicing brows.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah. Also, and then so you said you tweezed eyebrows too, or you just do everything, or except for that, or everything
No,
that you
tweezing,
mentioned
like
in your.
when you wax, naturally you're gonna have to tweeze some
Okay.
hairs off. So I still tweeze, but I won't tweeze a full brow. I don't like hair being on me. I feel so nasty afterwards every time. And tweezing makes me think of a service I had to do a long time ago in Ohio, and that's why I don't wax chins for women.
Wow.
But I had to tweeze a woman's whole chin.
Wow.
Oh.
Never do it again.
Had to be interesting. Wow.
It's horrible. I was like, I gotta go home.
And just stand in the shower for like 20 minutes with the hot on.
I felt like I had little hairs all over
lava.
me.
Right. So give us a moment, like give us a time where like you had a client who came in and it was just like not a mess, but a challenge, if you will. And tell us like how you were able to, you know, satisfy that customer at the end of their treatment, because I feel like a lot of women, you know, they're going to come in and they're going to have something done to them already. Because honestly, like, I feel like when it comes to like hygiene, there are a lot of things that men and women kind of do naturally that they don't realize they do. Like, I know a lot of guys who like try to trim their beard and they might like nick apart or something and like, dang, now I gotta go to the barbershop. Like, I'm pretty sure women do that too, where they might like tweeze a little bit too much and like, oh damn, now I gotta go get my brows done. You know what I'm saying? So like, so what was a situation like that you had like that where somebody came in and was like, please help me, oh my God?
Well, so like please help me, or like a crazy situation?
Either or, whichever one. Maybe both. I don't know.
Well,
They're the same.
we did open. It was please help me situations. 95% of the time when we're doing brows, if it's a first time client, we're fixing their brows. And that was one of the things I was very shocked about when I moved here from Ohio, because I thought moving to Atlanta, like, I just looked at Atlanta like everything down here is so perfect. The women are so beautiful, you know, their makeup, everything. So when I was doing their brows, I would always wonder, like, how are their brows so bad? And I really can't answer that because it's still to this day. But that's what we get most of the time. There have been certain situations where we can't do anything besides tell them that they have to come back in a few weeks because they don't have anything for us to work with. Those are the ones I feel the worst about, because I'm just like, they're not going to come back. They're going to go home. They're going to mess with it. And they're going to look like this for a long time, because your brows really shape your face. So those are the worst for me, because I feel really bad. But that's a common situation. That's a common client. But as far as crazy, there has only been one situation where I had a crazy client. So this is when I first moved down here. She was, I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her, but I was working at my little kiosk. I just started to pop. I was doing a little celebrities and stuff. And she came and got her brows done a couple times, and it's fine. But then she would DM me and be like, I'm coming up there, I'm coming now. And I'll just say, I'm an hour away. And I'm just like, well, you know, I've been here since 10 o'clock and it is 8 o'clock p.m. I have to leave, or I have a flight to catch you. It's like she will always come on the last day of the week, and I will always go back to Ohio. So I would leave sometimes early, depending on my flight. So this girl would come in there And literally, like, my clients would not want to leave me because she was so crazy. Like, she would just be standing there threatening me. Cause I'd be like, I can't do your brows. I told you I wasn't doing your brows before you got here. And she was like, what am I supposed to do? And she was like, I'm supposed to be like, I knew she was lying. I'm supposed to be meeting Benzino tonight. This is when Love and Hip Hop was out. And I was just like, I'm so sorry, but I can't do them. But I was at the point where I was refusing to do her service anymore anyway, just because it was a person that would always, no matter how you did her brows, she would complain. But you would keep coming back, so I was just like, I know you like your brows, so why do you keep doing this? Because you make me spend 30 minutes here, and I have 10 people sitting right here that I could be servicing. So I didn't want to service her brows. But security would come over there, like, you got to go. Like, she would just hang around, and she was like, no, I'm just going to sit here until she gets done because she's going to do my brows. But she was crazy. She was very, very crazy.
Wow.
And I've never had a client like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, it was weird.
But
Yeah, that is interesting. Wow. And you had a kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
But funny that you talk about that, because that was my next question was, how was your experiences being on Love and Hip Hop and MTV and VH1?
Well, it was a good experience, because before I moved down here, like I said, I'm from Ohio. So before I moved down here, I would watch Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm really big on skylines, regardless of the city, but I love Atlanta skylines. So you always see at the beginning of Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to move there. So when I'm doing these ladies' brows, I'm just like smiling so big, like, oh, my mom will be so happy because they're going to post it. I'm going to get all these clients. So I don't know. I just like it because they treat you with respect. I haven't really had any bad situations. And a few of them are really big on like trying to put you on, like get you to know other people that you need to know that's going to help further your career, or even posting you on social media when you don't even ask. Like, I'll wake up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that was so nice. So it was a very positive experience for me. But I'm always really, like I said, I'm really shy, so I'm always behind the scenes. So I let a lot of opportunities pass me, just because I needed a push, I guess, and I wasn't willing to take it from anybody.
I got you. Okay. Definitely. Do you have any workshops or events coming up for 2021?
Yes. I actually have one last workshop this year. So my thing is, like I say, I don't see a lot of really good brow techs. And I mean, I had to learn too. So I always like to have my workshops very, very affordable, because I don't come from money. So it's not like I was ever able to attend anything or any of the above. We really wasn't doing workshops, but like just anything, because I didn't never have money, or my parents or anybody. So I like to make it so people can actually get to the next level versus, oh, I wish I could do it, but it's going to take me back so far just to even try to get to the next level. But this last workshop I'm having is super duper low, because it's about to be the new year. I feel like everybody sees how their life has changed with COVID and how they could have been making money. Not saying that they weren't, but different ways they could have been making money, perfecting their skill while they're in the house. They could have been doing it on their family members as far as brows. I also like to train and teach people as far as how to launch your own product and how to sell it once you have it. So I do all of that in my workshop. But I'm having my last one on December 20th. I love when I have the workshops once I'm actually there, but going up to that day, I dread it because I am so nervous and so scared. So I hate it the whole time until, like, I want to cancel it so bad. I'm just like, why did I do this? Why did I let them talk me into this? But I'm not going to. And it's always a good time once I get in there, but I'm just always so nervous. But as far as next year goes, I don't know if I'm going to have any more workshops. I might have one, because I just have so much planned for next year. It's like I've just really been thinking clear since I haven't really been sitting still with COVID. I mean, I've been in the house Atlanta in the house, but I have been putting my energy way, way, way more into my product line than ever before. So I just have a lot of ideas and things that we're working on as far as next year goes, but nothing confirmed yet to speak on it.
Gotcha.
But they're more so to help other small businesses, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of just staying on that topic, tell us a little more about your product line, because you have a couple of like you have a couple of tints, I think, and there's also, you know, like some powders and like a concealer and things like that. So kind of give us a scoop on what some of these products are and like how, you know, environmentally friendly they are, if they're like, you know, very like vegan friendly or anything that, you know, may want to have the viewers buy into your product line.
Okay. So I actually have some right here.
Perfect.
Who would have knew? Who would have knew? But so this is the tint and developer. It's two parts. So one will not work without the other. Like I said, it's a dye for the brows, but it's safe for the brows. So tint, I see a lot of people that use hair dye on the brows. That's something totally different from this because it's not formulated for, you know, your eye area. So this is a lot more gentle. Again, mine does have soy in it to help stimulate and promote hair growth. It's not vegan, but it's not going to bring you any harm either. I will say my tint is for brows only. A lot of stylists, they actually tint lashes, which I feel is pointless unless you have blonde hair because it doesn't make a difference and it gets in your eyes and it's just not safe. So I do not promote lash tinting, but some people do, and that's why tinting is banned in some states as far as professional service.
And
But people still do it.
That's
let me
brows
tell you,
or?
I think it's more so lashes.
Oh, okay.
But I know California, they charge like $99 for a brow service. And I'm charging $30. Yeah. But people are paying it. It looks good.
Wow.
So this is that same kit I just showed you, but it's for the holidays. It's super cute. It's a nice little ornament.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
And the last item that goes with that would be the wipes. So I use this. I use baby wipes too, but I also use these because these are basically formulated to remove dye. So this is what makes it so it's not so harsh and Dracula looking in the front. Nice and soft. And then here is my makeup line. So this is the newest 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the newest additions to my tint line. It used to just be the tint. So this is the brow powder. And you just open it up. It's super cute. And then we have a pencil. It has a little brush on the end. Brow pencil and concealer and pomade. So both of these are in the same container. Different products, and they have like a little brush in the lid. But the makeup is doing well. For people to not know me for the makeup, I feel like it's doing well. But that's one of the things I'm wanting to focus on now. So I'm just reaching out to a lot of beauty bloggers and makeup artists to try out my product for honest reviews and, you know, videos that I can repost because I love to repost people and shed some light on them because that's how I was found. So yeah, that's the product line. And we're working on I always say we and it's just me, but I am working on a wax. I don't have I just got a wax pot for Candy Brow Bar. I'm probably not going to launch these until sometime next year because my wax is not ready. I want them to go hand in hand. So it's kind of backwards to do one, not the other.
Right.
And that's that.
Okay.
So where do you kind of see yourself in the next couple of years? Because you got a lot of product that's coming out. And I'm sure you want to at least have this with some sort of retailer, I'm assuming that's like a goal, right? So where do you kind of see yourself? Like what's the expectations for the next couple of years?
Okay, I'll answer that honestly.
Okay.
I have learned as I went on my journey. So I'm still learning. So I've never had a mentor, a person in business telling me what to do, any of that. That's why I always love to tell people what I know. And that's going to change up as I go because, I'm going to learn more. But whatever I know is working best for me now, I like to share that because I don't have anybody to do that with me. So as far as stores go and, getting my product in there, that would be lovely. However, I don't know if that's going to benefit me, giving somebody a percentage to have it in their store. It probably would because there'll be more exposure, or it might not. So I just don't know. So that's something that I really have to figure out. I don't know how I will figure it out because it's definitely a dream. I've always wanted to be on QVC. I've always wanted to be in Sephora, Saks. I want to be like in really big stores, So I feel like my product has that type of quality, it offers that. But I don't know if that is actually something that is smart for me or not. Of course, if it is smart for me, then that is something that I want to do, but I just don't know yet. So the next couple of years, I just want to, I guess, just continue to grow. I really want it to be a household name. I don't want it to be like 1 out of every 5 girls knows about it. I want it to be everybody knows about it, basically,
Okay.
Well, you're already on the right steps. I mean, you done been on VH1, you done been on Love and Hip Hop,
Right.
so it's already like branding to the point. You just have to get out of the shyness and just go for it and brand yourself because it's already have a name and you already have like some of the background people to expose, the brand. So I think
so much harder now. If you think about it, like social media, and I'm just gonna be honest, social media is what built me. Social media is nowhere near how it used to be, like at all. Like back in the day when I would post something, anybody that followed me seen it. Now I'm lucky if 10 people see it. So it's just like nobody sees anything now on social media. And no matter how many posts you do, and again, I have nothing wrong with paying for posts, but when I go out and do these services, because I'll still do house calls on like celebrities and stuff, and they post it, I don't think people take it like, oh, this product really works, because my product really works. But it's just like, I don't know if they think that it really works because they probably think, oh, she just paid her to say it. So that's what sucks now because I don't have the trust I feel like I used to have, where people, when they seen it, they knew it was up. I never ever on my brow pictures that I've serviced used a filter. And I mean, I'll edit videos where it like flashes in and stuff, but as far as smoothing and all that, I've never done that on any picture. And it's just not the same as it used to be. And a lot of people, so people, I just don't think it's the same. But I like challenges. I work better under pressure, makes me think better, work better, all of the above.
Nice.
Right. Now, thanks for sharing that with us. But you ready to go into trivia, Mickey Monday?
Yeah, I definitely am.
Okay. You want to start with yours first, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay. We got some trivia questions for you.
Okay.
Cool. So my trivia question is, if you could pick your nickname, what would people call you?
Well, actually, Candy is my nickname.
See, that was too easy.
Candy is my nickname.
Easy.
But wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, but did you pick that nickname, or people just call you that?
Okay, I'll give you the backstory on Candy. So when I lived in Ohio, I used to do bottle service at a club. I started out as coat check, and then I moved up to bottle service. So the owner there, he told me, because he knew I was going to leave, and he was like, you need social media because you don't have it. And he said, when you get on there, you need to add people. Don't act like you're too good to add friends. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what should my name be? And then he said, I don't know. And I'm like, I love candy. My grandma always gives me candy. I'm gonna make it Candy something. And he was like, be careful with that. Like, don't put out the wrong image. So I'm like, well, my name, I have a lot of names, but my nickname for my family is Pansy, like the flower. So my Instagram was Candy Pansy. And then I came here. Before I came here, I was like, I want to come up with a name for my salon. I want it to be a brow bar. And I was like, oh, I'll just say Candy Brow Bar. So that's how I came up with that. I typed it in, it was available, went with it. And then when I came down here, when I would have clients, they would say, oh, what's your name? And I would say, it's Pansy. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Candy. You know?
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'll just roll with Candy because everybody's calling me Candy anyways. So that's how I got Candy.
Okay. So my trivia question is, what is something you're interested in that most people aren't?
Oh, I don't know. Something I'm interested in that most people are not. And I only got 4 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, so you just have to name a thing.
Because I think I'm interested in what everybody else is interested in, okay? No, I don't know. As far as something I'm interested in that other people are not, that's the part that's throwing me off. Like I said earlier, I do love to cook, but I think people are interested in cooking. I don't know. That's not a question I can answer right now. Something I'm interested in that other people are not.
Maybe brow. Yeah, I mean, you already do eyebrows, so a lot of people not interested in that.
But I feel like people are interested in doing brows. I'm addicted to watching. That's one. Okay, so I'm addicted to watching. Well, I think a lot of people are like that. I'm addicted to watching people get their hair done or like their makeup done. I could sit on Instagram and watch people get their hair done all day, and it'd be wild hairstyles. And I'm not everybody do nobody's hair, but that's one thing I'm addicted to doing, or I like to do. But that's not something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, no other question.
That's fine. We'll go for that one.
I don't feel like I answered that well.
It's fine. It's fine. But before we get off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Oh, social media, Instagram is Candy Brow Bar, 2 underscores. So it's Candy_Brow_Bar. And the website is candybrowbar.com.
Okay. Well, I want to say thanks for interviewing with us. Congratulations on everything. And thanks for showing off your products. And I'll be looking forward to looking on there for your Christmas sales.
I know, girl. It's coming up. Get ready for it. But we have a kit coming to you anyway, so you're good.
Okay. Awesome. Go ahead and get my day.
Oh, Candy, it was a pleasure interviewing you. You did really good. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the shyness hold you back.
Exactly.
I appreciate you guys so much. You know. I hope you guys want to interview me again one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, you're going to be in the magazine, so once we get that posted, you'll have your own cover on that, so definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, and happy Tuesday. Be blessed.
Thank you, you too. Have a good one.
Okay.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Okay, I wanted to say, I didn't get to say this, but I do like to say this. One thing with Candy Brow Bar is that I do always walk by faith, so I just follow the lead, and that's what gets me there. So I like to let everybody know that. So that's all I wanted to add on there. And
awesome.
Perfect.
You have a good one, you guys.
You too, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
boy, what you know? Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know? Rufus boy.